Hello, hello, hello! I believe we are live. How are you doing today, guys? So nice to see you today. If you remember, actually, shooting Machinima was one of the poll options for the poll that I created before the very first stream. And I was secretly hoping that you all would vote for that, because I was just so excited to start filming this Machinima that we're gonna take a look at today. And it's so cool to finally, be able to do it like this in the form of a live chat. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if everything's going well, and all that good stuff that happens usually in the beginning of a stream. So who do I have? Hello there, hello there. So I see that so far we have 3 people. That is already cool. And as you can see, I'm already in The Sims 2, because I have been filming the my previews before that, because that's something. Oh, everything's fine. Cool. So I was just finishing up the Corgal Toxicity hack for the teens. Well, because Lilith and Angel Pleasant are teens, and we're gonna definitely need that. Though today we're not gonna be focusing that much on the sound and the voice track aspect of the Machinima. So that's gonna be for some time later. And yeah, the way I imagine this is gonna be going today is more like a behind the scenes sort of format. So I'm not really trying to make this into, like a 101 or a tutorial, because I don't have a well thought out outline for, a guide. Though I will try and do my best to comment on every little detail that I find noteworthy, and I will definitely be just showing what I do. And so you'll be able to see just, how my process is organized, what I do in what order, where I focus on, and what I tend to forget, and all that good stuff. And I will try to keep to some structure. So I imagine that we can divide the stream into 3 parts. So first I'm gonna just show you some basic stuff. We'll show a couple of tools that I use, so that when I'm saying that I will pull up my previous catalog, you have an understanding of what I'm talking about. Then we're gonna take a look at what I have already shot for this Machinima. So there's a minute, maybe a bit more. So we'll take a look at that, and I'll provide some comments on what I have shot and how that was done. And after that, we'll try and continue shooting after that. So I do not have any illusions as to how efficient and productive I'm gonna be. So I think I will be lucky if by the end of the stream I have maybe 10 or 20 seconds of additional footage that will come later to the Machinima. But we'll see how it goes. Who knows, maybe I'll be super efficient, especially with your help, guys. And yep, so today I think I'm gonna heavily rely on your feedback. So if you have any questions about what's going on the screen, if you have any suggestions or stuff like that, please feel free to do so and put that down in the chat. I am closely monitoring it, and will do my best to answer any questions that you may have. So, without any further ado, let's start with the first part, which is gonna be me showing what I'm gonna be using in terms of the tools, and that is of course The Sims 2 first of all. So I'm currently, by the way, in my let me pull up the documents folder so that you can see that better. Just a second. Oh, having a second screen is such a relief. So I'm pretty sure that the last time during the stream I mentioned that I use kind of a separate presets for my downloads folder for The Sims. And so currently we are in the one that is called Machinima. And the reason I decided to separate them is that there are a couple of mods that I personally like to use while I'm playing, during the Twin Queen Let's Play, or just with when I'm building stuff. And there are some mods that are pretty annoying when you're trying to shoot Machinima. So for instance, there is this save your game reminder pop-up that has ruined way too many good shots for me. When you have prepared everything carefully, you have synchronized all your sims, you press record, and then by the end of the scene it just, do you want to save your game? Fuck no, I don't want to do that, and I have to start over. So to avoid stuff like that, I have replaced those mods. Then I have also put this, actually, let me show you in this thing that I'm using, the XY plotter, because the search here is way faster. So if I pull up my downloads folder and I search for longer look at, So yeah, I'm using this little mod that I created that makes the Sims look for longer in certain direction. So that is used in conjunction with the Sim Turner by Pick and Mix. But we'll get we'll get closer to the specific mods when we actually get to Shooting Machinima. So I'll be showing that later on. And in general, there are some mods that you want to have when you're playing, and there are some that you want to have only for the Machinima. For instance, well, like the obvious example would be the anim boxes. Like you don't really need them for your regular gameplay. So that is what what I can tell you about the game. And yeah, as you can see, I am using Reshade. So this is currently my cinematic preset, and if I disable it, yeah, I'm not sure if the screen can capture that, but yeah, the game has suddenly become very bland. And let me just zoom in on this Teen F preview, Joe, to see what I mean by, you know, blend and not blend. Yeah, Reshade is such a time saver. So much better with it. So I am currently in, let's check. I believe I am in my test HUD, and I think we can load my Pleasantview HUD right away, because why not? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a bit laggy though. Sometimes when I load a HUD, it just, I don't know, runs very slowly, even though like I have a pretty beefy computer. Still, it's, I don't know, maybe some CC that I have, or it's combination with the Reshade. Oh no, this time everything is really snappy. So yeah, just your normal Pleasantview. In here we have the Pleasant family that we're gonna take a look at later. I have slightly modified it, you know, just to make it look a bit more pleasant in the screen. And in here we have the Goth family that you may know from the Dai Dani Machinima. So yeah, we have that car, we have the everything set up for the wedding, and I think I might even need to quickly pop into the Goth household and remove all the decorations so that we don't accidentally get them when we are in the Pleasant household. But we'll do that a bit later. So that's it for the game. Then today I'm gonna be going back and forth between the game and Adobe Premiere Pro. So that's the video editing tool that I'm using, and that is because of the pipeline that I kind of figured out after like some time, you know, after a lot of practice, is that I try to assemble all the footage right away as I shoot it, because otherwise, you know what, let me actually pull up a couple of folders so that you have a better understanding of that. So back when I was very stubbornly trying to make static screenshots work, I would like separate my shooting process into several stages. So if I pull up my thing in here, so we need Serpent's Tail Chronicles. Yeah, so I have like 6 episodes of sort of like a slideshow. Hello there, Alex. Nice to see you today. So what I would do is I would have my, you know, all of my screenshots like that shot. So I would do that early on. Like I would dedicate a day or two, maybe like a week. So I would consequently do them one by one. Before that, of course, I would come up like with an outline, a very rough one. So I'd never created like you know, a detailed script with dialogues. I just kind of knew that I want to have scene 1, then scene 2, then maybe scene 3 is gonna be something like that. So it's always pretty much improvisation for me. So I would shoot all of these screenshots. Let me actually make it full screen. Where is my fast stone? Yeah. So screenshots like that, one by one, painstakingly, you know, taking them. Then I would look at all of them and try to, you know, sort them in the specific order that I would like to see. Like, for instance, like I would like to have this screenshot, then I would like to have this one. Well, this is like incorrect order, but I think I have a better order for the latest one. Or maybe for the 5th. Yeah, so this one is much better. So we have them all in order, you know, so it looks very logical and consequent. So yeah, I'm not sure why I stubbornly was like refusing to try and do the full-fledged machinima. Like I had some sort of a weird bias. And so I really tried to, you know, make the screenshots work as if it was, you know, a cinematic sequence of events. So that's why I was trying like to capture the emotions from the same shot. And that required me like to place all the screenshots in a specific order. So that's what, like, the second step. Like the stop motion, well, it used to be like stop motion, and this definitely helped me to kind of practice, you know, the cinematic shot and just taking static screenshots. But no, we're not gonna be doing it like this. So this is like old school me. that Michael Edisima is dead now. He is shooting Machinima from now on. But yeah, I'm just for now I'm kind of explaining the way that what my pipeline used to look like in the beginning and what it has evolved into. And so first I would shoot all the screenshots, then I would separately arrange them in a certain order. Only then I would import them into like Premiere Pro, and I would try to kind of assemble it into you know, like a footage with the edits, making some screenshots last longer, some shorter, trying to add some transitions. And very often I would find that during the editing process, like, I have missed something, or I have screwed up a shot or two, and I was like, oh damn it, like, I have already removed all the sets, all the sims are now different, and like, more often than not, it required me to either abandon an idea, because I was just too lazy to come back and reshoot the scene, or actually going and reshooting the scene, and so like wasting maybe, I don't know, many hours of my work shooting the Machinima. So, or, you know, the Machinima. So after that, when I started doing the you know, animation kind of Machinima, I decided that I am gonna put all of that right away into the this timeline here in Premiere Pro. I believe there are some like real film directors that do it like that as well. But well, normally what they do in like a real film production is that they have what do you call that? Like a storyboard. So you would like draw a very sketchy drawing of which scene is gonna be after which one. Some directors go very like anal with that. Some just draw scribbles. But some, as far as I know, really create like a draft, a very sketchy draft of the entire scene, and then they reshoot it like with all the equipment, with all the actors. And when it's like real film production, that's done because of logistics, because like you pay money to actors, you pay money for all other stuff. Well, we are lucky to have our game, and like we don't need to worry about that. So it really helps me to going back and forth between Premiere Pro and The Sims. So you're gonna be seeing that a lot. So don't worry, I'm not gonna be going very much into detail, you know, into the UI and into all the effects. So we'll just be, you'll basically see how the initial starting process and then the final result, maybe with some little commentaries. And the principle that I'm gonna be showing you today can be pretty much applied to any video editing software, like so be it DaVinci Resolve, be it Final Cut, well, anything that you can find. Maybe not Movie Maker, because that is too simplistic, though who knows, maybe you can make it work. So yeah, that's gonna be like the second tool, so, The Sims Premiere Pro. Then this XY Plotter, another thing that is surprisingly takes you maybe like half the time when you're filming Machinima, because you spend a lot of time, well, at least I do, I spend a lot of time trying to find just the right expression or the you know, the animation that I want to make my Sims do. And so for that, I am of course using the previews that I have been painstakingly shooting, well, back in, you know, let me actually take a look. When was it shot? So it was shot back in 2016. So it's gonna be like, what, 8 years since I shot these ones. So these are just the little videos that showcase every little animation that come with these boxes. And so instead of trying to, you know, see where that is located within the game, I am browsing through my files in here. So all of them are organized, they are named exactly as they appear in the game, and if you checked my previous, you know the drill there. So we're gonna be using this one a lot. The other thing is that I have pretty much this XY Plotter setup optimized for The Sims 2. So as you can see, I have like my footage folder in here, and it's divided into separate subfolders. Let me scroll down. So I have one for Machinima, and that's the folder where we'll be able to see what I shoot today. So once it ends up in here, I then import it to, you know, my project in here, and later on we can take a look at it, put it into timeline and do some, editing magic with it. Yeah, Alex, it does take a lot of time, but with the previous, it saved me, I'm not even sure how many hours, but numerous of them. So we're gonna be using this a lot, and we're gonna be browsing through all the animations quite a lot too. And especially we're gonna be using this search function because it's really snappy within this XY plotter. So these are practically the 3 tools that we're gonna be using very much. One additional tool that I would like to show you today is the one that has to do with the AI things. So even though today we're not gonna be doing the sound effects, later on when I have that stage in my production, I will be adding all those voice tracks and all the sound effects. And let me show you something real quick. So it's I think it's in the project. Yes, editing project. Valedictorian is the working title for the machine that I'm currently working on. And let me see. So I need my Simlish folder in here. And for a second, I will stop the music so that you can hear it better. So if you've watched my I taught Belagoth languages or something video, you know that I've been working on a voice model based on AI to kind of mimic the voice of it was Zoe Galvez, I believe. And so with the thing that I have, you can pretty much turn every phrase into, well, its Simlish variant. And so I have a couple of those for our teens as well. So let's try and listen to this one.
Lilith, you stink like an elephant. Lilith, you stink like an elephant.
So that's something that I imagine Angela would say to her sister. And Lilith would reply something like, let me see, where was it?
Angela, you stomp like one.
Angela, you stomp like one. Angela, you stomp like one.
So that's probably gonna be entering the scene sometime in the future. And then I have just like, exclamations here like this.
Andy! Andy!
It sounds a bit like Andy and not Angie. But the Angela variant sounds a bit better.
Angela! Angela!
And I think, let me stop the looping here because it's, I think it's gonna be a bit easier this way.
Angela!
I believe Lilith sounds even better for that.
Mel!
Oh, it's more like and not Lil that is supposed to be saying here, but still. I think
Melly! Melly!
Lily is a bit better, but again, it's a work in progress, so I'll have to, additionally train the voice model so that it's really convincing. Because as you know, with the Simlish voice lines, like a real drawback is that we cannot have, the proper names. So that's like one of the reasons why, for instance, Mortimer in Dai Dai Maidani addresses his daughter as Cupcake and not as Cassie or something. It's just that by then I did not have a ready voice model for elder males. So this time, well, our sisters will be actually will be able to address each other by their names. So I think it's pretty cool. But again, this is gonna be coming later on when I'm entering the sound design part of the production. Then another thing which is not really a tool but still a pretty important thing to me is let me show it. Oh yeah, of course, how could I forget? OBS Studio. So this is another very important tool that I will be using because this is the thing that I will be recording with. By the way, an interesting tip is that you can run several OBS Studios windows like that. So I have one that is, like running the stream for me, and this one is just like a separate one. This is extremely helpful when you're trying to shoot like a Let's Play and you want to have, like a camera overlay. And with this, you can make them as separate files and later on add it as you want. So that's pretty cool new discovery for me. Oh, hello there, Rachel. So yeah, OBS Studio it is, and I'm using a couple of settings in here. So I think it's overlooked and underappreciated by Sims a lot, and that is the profile feature. So what it does is that you can create a profile, and what it will store is the settings that you specify in this portion. So if I just like create maybe a new profile, I'm just gonna call it a test one. So as you can see, it still holds all the scenes that I've created. So I have one that's for the stream when we're waiting, then we have one for desktop and the full screen one. And so if I switch between these, it's not gonna change the scenes for me, but what it does change is the stuff that I put into the settings. And that includes the output folder, so which is like in here. So this one comes into live stream. If we go into the Machinima, which is what we're gonna be using, so we will see that, where is it? It's in my D footage Machinima. So this way you can be very easily organized. You do not get those mixed up. Hello there, Julie. You don't mix up your Let's Play videos, your voiceovers, and since I'm also using OBS for my work, like I don't get all those files mixed up, and they are all neatly organized under my footage in here, into these folders. So the Machinima files end up in the Machinima folder. Other than that, there isn't much that I think I need to cover when it comes to OBS. Well, I just have a key shortcut for F12 to start recording, F12 to stop recording, so that's the toggle. F11 I used to pause recording, but I rarely use that function anyway, so it's not that important, I believe. And as for the settings, it's just full screen, so 1080p, with, I believe it's 60 FPS. Let me double check that. So it's definitely a 1080p with, well, I can see where the, oh yeah, it's 60 FPS here under the video. So Full HD, 60 FPS, it's more than enough when you're trying to edit this into a slower version, so it gives you a really smooth picture in the end. So yeah, The Sims 2, of course, Ultimate Collection with all the expansions and the catalogs. Then Premiere Pro as my video editing tool. I have XY Explorer to browse through all the previews that I have. Oh yeah, maybe some of you don't know the previews that I am making. So these are just a bunch of video files that contain all the animations separated into like a separate file. And I use those to quickly browse and find the necessary interaction. And you can actually download them from my Simfile ShareNet if you want that. So I'll definitely pull that in the... you can find the links in my, I believe, channel description, but I'll also put those in this video description and probably in the pinned comment. So yeah, that's why I need this XY Explorer, and then OBS as the tool to go when it comes to, you know, recording the stuff. Oh, and yeah, the last thing that I wanted to show you is that for that I believe I will have to switch the scene. Wait, it's this one. Yeah, so you should now be able to see that I'm using two screens. So, which really helps me a lot. I mean, if I didn't have a second screen, shooting Machinima would really be a pain to do. But so what I do is I have my full screen game. I think it's full screen windowed mod that comes with the RPC launcher. So I use that. Then on the second screen, what I usually have is my XY Explorer like that. And then in here I have my OBS. Because this way I can also see like if I'm currently recording or not. Because one of the really weird thing about OBS is that it doesn't come with such a basic functionality as having like an overlay that notifies you that you're currently recording or not. Because again, too many times I have wasted countless hours just to realize that I wasn't recording. Like I was pressing the button, I was thinking that I am just making genius shots, and then finding my like Machinima folder empty. Like, oh no, I haven't like run the Bandicam, I believe I was using at the time. And yeah, it was devastating. So after that I decided that no, second screen it is for me. And so to be able to see that, I'm always having this OBS window in here that says whether I'm running it or not. Yeah, and then also the Premiere Pro will also be located in here. So we're gonna be switching like so, pretty easily and in a fast way. And if we pull up the XY Explorer, so imagine that this is like the file. So I'm just taking it, I then open up my Premiere Pro and I can easily drag it in here, drag maybe another file that's probably already in there. And so that's pretty much the work in progress. So then when I'm done putting it on the timeline, I go back into the game, make more Machinima, repeat, and well, that's how it goes. So that's pretty much it about the tools. Guys, do you have any questions maybe at this point? I can just take a sip of water and try and answer a bit. And then we will move forward to actually watching the machinima that I have shot so far. And I'll remind that the working title for it is currently valedictorian. So for those who don't know, maybe that's, as I understand, like the title that some students get in the American schools. So if they excel academically, they give like a little speech before the audience on their graduation day. And can you guess who the valedictorian is? Yeah. Actually, today I was thinking that like having a third screen would also be a good idea, because as you can see, I am also running like a chat in here. So this is like my streaming window, and usually that is the place that is occupied by this X5 Explorer. So I might actually need to purchase a couple more screens, you know, to fit everything. Maybe later I'll have like a whole setup of screens, you know, one window per each screen. But for now, I believe we're gonna have to do with just one. And yeah, you'll be able to see just the full screen. And at some point I will disable my camera overlay, because I will actually need to, you know, be filming the stuff in full screen. And I do hope to, you know, come up with the final footage that will actually be then in the final edit. But yeah, for that I will need to go into this full screen. But you know, for now, while I'm still showing and commenting, let me pull myself back in. Okay, so then, let me pause the music once again, and I will show you what I have shot so far. We don't have much, it's just like a minute and 20 seconds, I believe. And this is, I think I will open that from my project folder. Just a second, I will pull that up. Yeah, it's in here. Oh yeah, and usually like I run a couple of pre-renders, so that come before the final one. So along the way I make like the final MP4 format video. And that way I can see just how it looks, you know, with all the editing and the effects in place. Because when you're trying to do that within like the viewport, it can be pretty choppy and laggy, so it doesn't really give you a nice representation of what you're actually gonna be seeing in the end. So let's start then. So currently I have not added any sound effects or voice tracks that are gonna be added later. What we have is just the music. So keep that in mind. And I think I'm gonna remove myself for now. Yeah, let's watch it once in full time, and then I will probably comment on some particular moments. Here it comes. And that's pretty much what I have so far. Okay, so let me now go over particular moments and just, you know, summarize the plot that we have so far. So as I mentioned, the working title is valedictorian, and can I just mute the sound? Yeah. So it's, as I mentioned, June, like the school is pretty much over. All the exams are in the past, and the only thing that is left to do is, you know, to attend the graduation party, where Lilith is the valedictorian, of course. Well, not Lilith. Angela is the valedictorian. So that's why we start our little machinima with, you know, just little nice, as I imagine, Sunday morning, where she is waking up, trying to, you know, go about her day, thinking of the graduation party that is taking place tomorrow. So we do all of those, you know, nice little shots with her cozy little Angela pleasant routine, where she's trying to make herself look very pleasant. Because the way I imagine is that, like in my idea of Angela, she's very much a people pleaser. So she would do everything to appear nice and to look nice for everyone else. So she's basically playing like a role for each of the person that she is with. So including her mother, her father. She's like a perfect girlfriend for Dustin. She's a perfect student for all the teachers in the school. And well, this is kind of like a chance for us to get a glimpse of that. And yeah, once she finishes that, oh, but yeah, this is the one I posted in the community, and I really, really loved this, you know, interaction in here. I was not, I rarely use this wash interaction animation, and I think just the face expression is gorgeous in here. Yeah, so once she finishes doing all of that stuff, she's trying to rehearse her valedictorian speech, where, of course, Lilith kicks in, pretty much literally, and, you know, steals the day with her loud music and stuff. Yeah, so she's been very noisy, which annoys, of course, our Angela, and she's trying to walk into the animation and, you know, knock some sense into Lilith. And by the way, one of the surprisingly annoying things to shoot with machinimas like that is the Sims walking, you know, in a very specific, expressive way, because as you can see in here, so Angela is using like the angry animation, and you can't normally do that. Like just, you cannot open up the game and just tell Lilith or Angela, go to that spot, you know, angrily, or at least I don't know more like that. If you do know, please do let me know, because that would be super helpful. And so what I need to reserve to is a couple of techniques, you know, using green screen and stuff. So because by default, this looked like this, and then I had to, well, apply some Premiere Pro Mumbo Jumbo. So this is actually Angela standing in place and performing the animation, the walking animation, and then the footage is slowly scaling up. And so it appears as if she is approaching us, even though she is really standing in the place. But we're gonna be doing stuff like that even more once we get to the, you know, later part of this stream. Then what else? This little scene was pretty fun to shoot. So we have like a split screen situation going on, and I tried to sync up, you know, the knocking on the door with like little flashes of there. Whoa. Let me mute that too. Sorry if that made you deaf for a second. So of course Lilith notices that. Our Angela is trying, she wasn't able to open the door by herself, so she's trying to, you know, bash it open. But little did she know that Lilith had just opened the door, and so our Angela is falling down like that. And that's where they will have a little like quarrel about, well, you be silent, no, you be silent, and stuff like that. So that's where we are gonna be then shooting a couple of scenes today. Yeah, so that is what we have so far, and yeah, it's pretty much like 1 minute and 20 seconds sharp. So I imagine that that's about maybe like 20% of what I'm gonna have in the end. So I'm trying to shoot at like 6 minutes, but we'll see how it goes, because you never know how much you will actually need in the end. Okay, at this point I suggest, first of all, that I need to modify a couple of settings within my Premiere Pro. I believe it's either general, because Premiere Pro can be pretty hungry when it comes to the RAM. So to ensure that the game doesn't crash, yeah, I'll have to lower this value in here. So that, let's split it into 16. So I have a 32 gigabyte like rapid access memory in my PC, and usually I allocate as much as I can to Premiere Pro to make sure that it runs smoother. But since, well, I have the stream going on, I have the game running in the background, I have the, well, Premiere Pro, I do not want to make my PC explode. Okay, let's load up the game, and I'll show you, like, I'll do a little tour, probably starting with the Goth family, because I need to remove these decorations, and then we'll load the Pleasant family, and I'll show you all the decorations in, well, up close. Oh yeah, and you should be able to see, like, all the cast from the previous mission that I was shooting. So actually, like, all the actors that were starring there, they are not the pre-made sims that you can normally play, but they were just the duplicates they specifically created separately, because I'm using some other skin replacements. So if we take a look at Mortimer in here, for instance, so he has this skin, but the Mortimer that we could see in the Machinima has so this skin. And yeah, the same goes for Cassie. So I believe this is pretty much stuck in this scene when it was, you know, the flashback to the Goth wedding. So yeah, for now I will simply just go and remove all this stuff from here, just so that it doesn't appear in the, you know, the hood view and from the, you know, Pleasant household over there. So I don't need all this stuff. Oh, and I think pretty much every Machinima maker has this secret room like this that is just stuck with boxes and stuff. Because yeah, as you can see, the set that was, you know, the stage where the dudes were performing, like, it's taking place in the garage that is just right next to the Goth mansion, and it pretty much occupies, you know, the living part of the, you know, of the house, and this living room in here. So I think Mortimer was just Mortimer was very kind to allow his daughter and you know, the teens to put the stage instead of having a living room in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, Alex, exactly. So I think I have, like, a very pragmatic approach to what I do with my Sims. So Cassandra is the actress. That's what that's what she is to me. Though yeah, she is a sweetheart, so I love her. Okay, so I believe that's yeah, this is the only thing that I need to remove. Maybe I will move this slightly, because I think we can move it. Yeah, so these are just the buggy boo stuff. Yeah, and I will remove the chairs as well. Maybe it would even make sense to remove the flooring in here, because I don't know. Yeah, no, let's leave it like that. So the graveyard was also revamped a bit. So I have used. So I removed the actual gravestones. Are they gravestones? Tombstones that were located in here, and I replaced them with the ones that come with the Sun and Moon's stonemason set. So these ones. Yeah, I think they look a bit nicer. And this is where Don is currently residing. So the Machinima that I'm shooting now is meant as the sequel to Die Die Donnie. And well, you'll be able to see that more when we get to the Pleasant household. And interestingly enough, the dudes are currently in here, you know, still chilling on the stage. So cool. Alright, so that is done for the Goth family. The only thing that I can probably show you is what Cassandra's room looked like. So I believe that in the Machinima itself we could only see, like, this little portion and maybe this wardrobe. But in fact I tried my best to make it, you know, as detailed as I can, because I never know how, like, what camera angle I will be taking. So I'm just trying to fill the set with as much detail as I can. So in this case, I believe we had a shot like that or something. But we also had all those little details that did not enter the shot. Oh, by the way, I forgot to place the music. Alright, so we've done everything that it was that we needed to do for the Goth. Let's go back and now load the Pleasant household. Only in Sims 4 with the animations to change their working animation. Yeah, so I was actually taking a couple of looks towards Sims 4 and thinking if it's worth, you know, trying and shoot some particular machinimas in there, but I think it's gonna take me too much time, you know, to just get accustomed to a new tool. Because like in Sims 2, I already know like where all the animations are, how to get the specific expressions. I know like little nuances of how the stuff is working. So, nope. I don't think I'm gonna be entering Sims 4 anytime soon. But I was looking also at, I don't remember whose video it was. You know, with the way that you can extract the models from The Sims 2 and import them into Blender to make all sorts of, you know, like nice renders in there. Like using all the shaders, some nice lighting, and well, ultimately the smooth animations that come with, well, from all over the place. Alright, so this is the Pleasant household. I haven't changed it that much, so I've just added a bit more greenery, added the driveway so that, you know, we could start the machinima with Mary Sue like leaving the house. So let me show that once again. So like this little animation. Hope. That's pretty much all I needed this for. And I think that we're gonna start filming with me actually adding a couple more scenes in the beginning, because I think it starts too abruptly. What we could do is maybe show how Mary Sue is leaving the house, then she like approaches the car, it probably opens the door, and then she is slowly leaving. Oh, I'm so sorry. She's slowly leaving in the car. And then we'll proceed to everything else. The backyard was pretty much left unchanged. I just recolored this swing into, you know, more toned down color, because the original one is what? This one that comes in the default vanilla game. So no, that's not what they were gonna have there. I've added the gate for the soccer, or, you know, the football as the rest of the world calls it. And yeah, as you can see, I've already started to have this little room in here too, on this little porch roof section of the household. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'll have much more as I know, advance and shoot in the machinima. I've also, I think, modified the basement a bit. So I replaced the wall color, and I've also you know, recolored the chimney in here so that, you know, it matches with the foundation. Other than that, I think that this portion is non-existent by default, so I've added that, as well as this custom contents fence. So the windows are also the ones that come from Bespoke Classical Window Set. So I'm pretty sure, Alex, that you should be familiar with it. So yeah, I thought that it would really look nice. Then, if we proceed into the interior, I think we can, again, I've made a couple of small changes here and there. So, like, I've made over the kitchen here, just a tiny bit, you know, to add the upper cupboards, and I've made it, I believe that the original ones are pretty vibrant, and I think it's, well, it's some obnoxious green color. So I've decided to replace it with something, you know, more toned down. Then it was pretty fun for me to make all these recolors, you know, to actually show that this is a household where real Sims live, so they would have some pictures of them. And so of course we have some family pictures, starting, you know, chronologically maybe with Daniel's and Mary Sue's wedding photo. Then proceeding to this little adorable photo of Angela and Lilith, I know, hugging each other as toddlers. I believe that at that point they were pretty much besties, and then something went wrong as they grew up. So Lilith became, of course, Lilith, and well, Angela had a moment where she was like into ballet and stuff. Oh, and by the way, I have this weird curtain in here that for some reason it says that I cannot design it, even though I'm 100% sure that I can. It's which one is it? It's this one. yeah, so I do have some recolors, but you know, when I place it like that from the catalog, it appears blue, flesh and blue to me. But if I just press the recolors, it becomes fine. So I'm I'm not really sure what's going on and how to fix this. It's pretty annoying little bug that you know, makes me replace all these curtains every time I load the lot once again. So yeah, we'll have to do that if we get to the first floor today. Though I'm pretty skeptical about that, but we'll see. So then what? I also added a couple of details in here. So we have a fruit bowl here on the table, because I imagine that, well, as the escalation for the girls' fight takes place, they're gonna be throwing some food at each other, because I believe that becomes like a staple mark of my machinima, that there must be a sim that is throwing some stuff at someone else. And so in this case, it's gonna be fruits that are gonna be, well, flying towards the girls. Then I have this little Asian corner for our mother, because again, we need to kind of give honor to that. Though I think I will be moving this tea set later on, because I have in mind this idea that as they would be running around the house, they would like stop and be very cautious around this tea set, you know, to be not to break it down. So well, we'll get to that, I believe, later on. And as for the rest, I'm pretty sure that I will need to add more to this portion of the house, though I'm not sure how much of it we will actually see. So sometimes it's like a matter of you know, prioritizing, because you don't want to be wasting too much time on, you know, building very intricate and detailed set that will not appear in the shot anyway. So sometimes it just makes sense to even create just like, you know, a little set corner without building the entire house, but that all depends on your actual needs. So in this case, I really wanted the house to be, you know, recognizable, so that's why I am shooting the machinima in the house itself. But normally I would probably just like build a, you know, a stripped down set for it. So I haven't touched the, you know, the bedroom in here nor the bathrooms, because these for sure will not appear in the machinima. So why bother trying to make them pretty? All right, so and as you can see, I currently have these two toddlers, which are, funny enough, these are the original Angela and Lilith. So, you know, the ones that you can play when you download, so they still have all their memories from the game. But I had to turn them like this, you know, for that little picture. So, yeah, because I normally just remove them as you know, redundant objects. I don't need them for now. And they can be pretty annoying when they try to make all that sound as toddlers. Okay, so that is the first floor. So I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, and for now we'll leave this curtain like this because, well, it is annoying. Then moving on to the second floor. So this is where I tried and added more. So I guess we can start with Angela's bedroom that we started with in the machinima. So it was the shot like this. So yeah, again, I was trying to be as close as I could to, well, you know, how we portray them in the game itself. So again, everything in pink color. I have kept this wardrobe, very canonical one that she has, but of course I've cluttered this with all the relevant details that I imagine Angela would have. So again, we have a copy of her picture back when she was into the ballet stuff, and I have another, like, her pointe shoes here hanging on the walls for maybe a couple of years now, as well as the rest of the sportswear, because I imagine that she would pretty much go into her father's footsteps, at least in some, to some extent, and probably in the way of being a captain of cheerleaders. So yeah, that's, I know, to me that sounds a lot like Angela. And actually, I think when I think of Angela, what I have in mind is like a combination of Haley and Penny from Stardew Valley. So we have that, like, you know, meek, sort of cute, nice personality from Penny, and kind of mean little bitch that is Haley in Stardew Valley. So I have the little combo for Angela. So that's why I put that in there, and we'll also be later seeing her little buddies in here. So I believe that's Ivy and I don't remember this blonde's name. something something something. It's it melody, not melody, I'm not sure. Then of course I needed to remind that Angela is also in the band, so she is a guitar player in Cassie and the band, so that's why she has this matching guitar, and this is actually the one that comes from the rock music career. So I have that mod that adds all the career rewards as the buyable objects. So it's this one, and one little thing that I was surprised to find out that these are recolorable. So by default this is black, but if you use this tool, there are a bunch of colors that you can choose from. So we have this one for Angela, and the mean-looking one with the skull for Lilith, of course. Meadow, yes, thank you, Alex. That's what her name is. And we also have this flaming thing in here too. Because of that, I had to place this, other portion in here to kind of hide it. But one little detail that I noticed in the Machinima that I currently have is I kind of screwed up. If we take a look at this shot, where was it? So, no, where was it? Just a moment. Yeah, the freaking speaker is visible here. I'm not sure how I missed that. Let me actually make it into full screen. Yeah. So I kind of missed the fact that it was clipping through the wall, and I was probably too transfixed with the Angela in here, and that's kind of the stuff that I try to avoid, which is why I have like my Premiere Pro running parallel to my game, but still I forget about stuff like that. So I'll probably have to either reshoot this little scene or to try and fix this, on post-editing, though that's gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Okay, then another little recolor that I made for this is of course this calendar, and this is actually like a functional mod that was recently published on Mod The Sims. So it doubles as season stuff. So by default we have this like a time and weather manager, which allows you to change the season, assign a different day. So this is the one that I have, and because like I needed some way to show that this is the end of the school year, they have the graduation party. And so I imagined that Angela would be the one crossing out the days, counting the days till the graduation sticker in here. And this is actually the recolor for the spring, but for some reason, I don't know, this green picture speaks more summer to me, because the summer recolor for this is this one, very tropical and yellowish looking one, but no, this speaks like June to me. Then other than that, we have just like little clutter to show that Angela is, the cutesy little girl that we all know and love. And we of course have the speech that is gonna be like the central part of this entire story. So she is trying to rehearse her speech, and Lilith is pretty much in the way of that. Other than that, I believe that if we take away this wardrobe, we will be able to see this bathrobe that we were seeing before that. So the bathrobe that she was wearing from the shower. Yeah, so this is like a little CC deco object that I had to find. Like I thought it would really look cool if she was trying to put it on, and then she would actually wear it, and then that she would actually place it in here with some editing magic, of course. So that's what we have for Angela's room. I don't think there is very much going on. Yeah. Then we have a little like makeover of the hall in here. So I've added some details, like there's light switches, this little place where they would put all of their stuff, a little section where they would place their like footwear as well as the clothes and stuff, and of course then we have our Lilith's room. But before that, we can take a look at the bathroom that was also featured in the very beginning. I don't think that I will be shooting more in here, but for the introduction it was pretty important, I believe. So yeah, I was trying to make it as cluttered as I can, and to show that it's like a girl's bathroom, but it's like a teenage girl's bathroom. So it's pretty much cluttered up. We have all these wall pieces lying around. We have these double towels in here. Yeah, this shower booth is like a separate little room, and this one is just, I believe, the regular shower that comes with University. And yeah, oh, and by the way, this hair dryer comes from another mod that I'm using, which is called the accessory spawn cheat. Yeah, so with it you can pretty much spawn every accessory that is available in the game, and this hair dryer is the one that they use when they make a hair makeover with this chair. Where is it? With this one. Yeah, so if a sim is a hairdresser, they would use this particular hair dryer to do the makeover. So yeah, this little cozy bathroom for them, and this thing was like this, I believe. Yeah, so now moving on to Lilith's bedroom, which is very much a mess. Though I try to preserve, you know, the rustic look of it. And I'm not really sure, I believe that by default she has this wall covering in here. You know, kind of like rough stone shape. I think that kind of speaks that the parents are not taking that much care of Lilith, and you know, that they have some priority to Angela over Lilith. But I believe that this, you know, dark brick looks a bit nicer, and I think it blends well with the hole in here. So we open up with this little, I'm not sure, like conversion from The Sims 4, I think. And then in here I've added another like default recolor of the poster, and I'm not sure why I have this hanging right in here. Again, so music is very important to Lilith, so that's why she has this poster of her in the band. So yeah, I think today we'll have to show that a bit with the way the dialogue is gonna be taking place. And other than that, I have you know, made this entire section of the room into like a little amateur music studio. So she would have, of course, the piano. She would have, you know, her very beefy PC, which she would, you know, sample and you know, edit all the music. This little recording booth where they would record the vocals. But also I could not help but show the sentimental side of Lilith, and so that's why we have this recolor with her and Dirk is his name, right? That they would shoot sometime when they were chilling. And also I recolored the pictures, so we have like again Lilith, the same picture as we could see below, you know, some maybe emojis that she would be really into. Again, Dirk in here. One of the shots from the Dynamite Machinima, and also some tabs. And I'm not really sure what she's playing in here, so if anyone is playing the guitar, you tell me what what it says in here. Then of course, I usually add a lot of makeup to Lilith, so she has this very heavy eyeliner, but since I imagine she just woke up, she wouldn't have any makeup whatsoever. And Angela at this point, well, is pretty much ready because she has just, well, she's coming from the, you know, the bathroom. Then what? Yeah, as Julie, you have correctly noticed, it's a dumpster. Because I don't know, I think it's something adorable with this. So we have this pizza box lying around, all the, you know, Chinese stuff. So I imagine she would hang out a lot with Dirk in here. So they would just sit in here playing the, you know, the console on a crappy old TV. And if Angela is Penny plus Haley from Stardew Valley to me, then Lilith is basically Abigail. So yeah, she would be this very quirky, geeky sort of a person, but maybe leaning more towards, you know, punk rock sort of personality. So, which is what I try to recreate in here. And also, you know, trying to match the, you know, kind of like Halloween-ish, scary-ish vibe that we have, you know, in the default game with all her gothic, like, outfit. So yeah, that's what we have. This is the set that we will be trying to take advantage of. And I'm really hoping that it's gonna help us rather than do the opposite. So yeah, I imagine that we now slowly transition to the part where I'm actually will be shooting the stuff. So I will have to remove myself from the picture, but I'm still gonna be here with you with my voice. But just to be able to shoot in full screen, I will have to do that. Maybe I can, before we do that, I will just highlight a couple of mods that I will be using. So one of them is, of course, the sim turner, like a lifesaver when it comes to turning the heads of the sims in a specific direction. Especially when you use it in combination with the little tweak that I made. Then other than that, of course, we have a bunch of animation boxes. I mean, those are essential, and I will be using like the previews in conjunction with them. Then I have this very helpful box that I found out about from Antisocial Bunny, and it is like a game changer for me because it allows you to turn every little portion of the Sim's body by a certain angle. So we can make their head turn, we can make their torso bend, and it's like really cool. And the cool thing is that even you can use it to simulate some of the animations. So just to give you one of the examples, I think we can actually pull up my Donny project. Let me do that real quick to show you what I mean. So where would that be? I need to go to my Sims files, let it simmer, Machinima, Donny. It's okay. It's trying to locate the media, but don't bother, try and do that. And let's do offline all. Offline all. I'm not sure if I'll be able to see. Yeah, so the moment where Cassie is trying to, you know, break Don's head with a shovel. Where was it? Well, no, I don't think I will be able to see that. I will need to open up the video file itself. Yeah, it's gonna be faster this way. So if we move to the part where she is... So where is the shovel? Yeah, in this part. So the Don was pretty static. Then Cassie would like swing with a shovel, and to make Don evade the thing. Whoop! I used the. Can I just mute it? I used the little nudge box. So I think it was. What was it? It was a torso bent sideways left and one of the things in here. Yuki. With that said, let's go and see what was the final shot. Oh, I closed the Premiere Pro. Oh no. So let's see what I have in valedictorian thing in here. Yeah, so it's pretty much Angela shutting down the jukebox, or the speakers, and Lilith not being very happy about that. And I have also written a little script with the dialogue that I have in mind for them. So I think they will, their conversation will go in the line of Angela is trying to, well, shut up Lilith, saying that she needs to work on her speech, and Lilith is being like, come on, just relax. The school is over already and you have nothing to worry about. Instead, try and work on the band. And so their whole fight is gonna be about that. So that's what we're gonna try and recreate today. I think it would be really cool if we got to the to the very end of this little dialogue that I prepared, but we'll see. Also, as I mentioned, I wanted to add a couple more scenes to the very beginning. So probably with Mary Sue leaving the house. So let's see. I don't think I need to do any makeovers, so she's just the way that she appears by default. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be a more easier way to start with, you know, just to get into the motion and to get some momentum. So yeah, let's start and do that. But a couple of things that I always do when I start my filming session is that I freeze time, because I don't want just to, you know, lighting suddenly switch to night when I'm just filming a scene. Then I need to use the alias that I have put for show headlines off, because I don't need all those speech bubbles and, you know, the notifications. Another alias that I use is MM, which stands for max motifs. So I make it, you know, maximum to them, and I have put the bullprop testing cheats enabled into my startup cheats folder, so I can very easily, you know, modify the motifs like that. So it can be pretty handy when you're trying to shoot the machinima. So that's another thing that I wanted to separate from my just regular Let's Play folder, because in there I don't really like having the testing cheats enabled by default. But when shooting machinima, it's kind of essential, I believe. Then yeah, so those are like the three steps that I need to do. The time, show headlines off, the motives. Oh no, there's the fourth one. It's the MD off, which stands for motive decay off, so that, you know, I don't have to worry about them peeing themselves. And I pretty much believe that Angela has already done that, and she has already cleaned up the pool. All right, so now let's see how we can spice up the beginning. So I think I started with this establishing shot. So normally you start all the machinima with some, you know, wide range shot like that, and like she's already leaving in a car. And I think that we need an even wider one in the very beginning, before the car. So I would probably start like, oh no. Sometimes when I enter the tab mode, the what do you call that? The shading like gets messed up. Oh, and one thing that I need to double check is if I'm using the cinematic reshade preset, because by default I have the game one and it's slightly different. So yeah, it's more game optimized, while the cinematic one, well, it's cinematic. Oh, and I don't need the green screen for now. We'll need it later. So yeah, when the stuff like that happens, when tab is not working for me, I can use the F10 mode. Though the camera there is pretty snappy. Let me see if I want to do it like that. Is there a way for me maybe to fix the shading in here? Let's see. Will it help? No, it's still the same. Huh, that is a bummer. Maybe if I... Oh! It's now fixed itself somehow. Yeah, sometimes reshade is tricky like that. So let's hope that it stays with the correct shading. And let's see, the initial camera movement is from left to right, so I need to be consistent with that. And we have the zoom in, like a little zoom in. So yeah, I think we can start with something like a little pan here as well. So let's try and catch a really nice wide shot. But first I will move this guitar a bit, and then I will remove the dudes. I'll probably already tell Mary Sue to step out of the house, and we'll try to catch the moment as she, you know, leaves the house. Maybe we can. What was there? Oh yeah, the speakers on the roof. Yeah, this time I did not forget about that. So maybe we can do a shot like that. We will then zoom in on the door But not like that, I mean, just with the pen motion. So we'll see Mary Sue leaving the house. Then she comes up to the car. And she enters it. Yeah, sounds nice to me. Okay, yeah, like so then. Let me zoom out. And now we'll start shooting. Just need to double check if my OBS is... okay, do I need my second OBS running as well? So this one, yes. And it needs to be in... Oh. I will not be able to switch the profile in the middle of it. Unfortunately, but... Oh, no, I can. Yes, for this one. Because I need it to be in the Machinima mode. Okay, cool. So let's then catch the shot once again. And I do not want to show or do I? You know, that's maybe a one nice tip is to cut different shots on action. That's what it's called, like in film production. So if you combine several shots, you want something to be happening in you know, the shot, because if those are static, the whole footage can be seen as not that dynamic. And so what I want to do is I want to Mary Sue leave the house, like open the door, and as she opens the door, we will make the cut to, you know, a close-up of that. So she'll basically be leaving the house twice. So let's tell her to go in here, and I will move to this portion. I will also set up my slow motion to maybe 4. I usually shoot it with that, and I then speed up the footage afterwards in Premiere Pro. So let's now press F12 to start recording, and I press 1 to start no, the actual movement of everything. All right, so she has left the house. Cool. You know, just to be sure that we have shot anything, let's go in here and let's open up to footage, Machinima, and it should be the last one. Oh, yeah. This is why you need to double check if you're recording or not. Because what I had in my second OBS is this thing, which is what it has recorded. Always double check what you are shooting before you go crazy with all the rest of the stuff. Yeah, again, that happened too many times to me. Alright, so let's do that once all over again. So, then, let's call it cut and put her back in the house. Like so. Then, go here, start once again. F12 and go. Okay, another screwed up shot. I think that slow motion 4 is too much for me. Let me change it to slow motion 2. It's gonna be a bit faster. So go in here, then go somewhere in here, and we're gonna change. Oh yeah, one little tip not to bother with you know, removing this cue afterwards is just to when you enter the tab mode, with the press of the space button, switch to another sim that doesn't have anything in the queue there. So that way you don't have to worry about you know, the actions. Oh, the door is open. Oh, come on. It's a pretty easy shot. Let's see. So she has stepped to make it. This time it should work. Go here. Let's wait for her to hide behind the wall. Now we press F12, and we start recording. Okay, though what I don't like is that she is too speedy this time. So maybe what we can do is we can hide her once again, and we can shoot an additional shot. Will it work though? Let me see. Oh, bye Julie. Yeah, I will post the replay so it'll be available on my channel. So yeah, anytime you'll be able to see it again. Yeah, you know what? Let's fix this thing by placing Mary Sue somewhere farther, so that it takes her longer to, you know, go to the door. That way we can shoot the establishing shot for a bit longer. So like so, yeah. And play. Okay, that's it. So we have that part. Now let's start over, and we will shoot the close-up. And again, we will need to keep the same pacing and the same camera movement, you know, for the shot to look nice. So I think, and I'm trying to position the important objects by following the rule of thirds. So the door is an important object, so that's why I am putting it in here, and I'm trying to make it fit the screen. So like I could do it like that, but then again, it's not not a well-balanced shot to me. All right, so let's try and shoot it like this. Okay, and now having a couple of shots, we can go into Premiere Pro and see what we have got there. So I will open this whole thing up and move all the footage a bit to the sides, and let's see what do we have. So this is the first shot, and play like so. Yeah, and what you want to do is we want to start the playback from the actual motion. So one of the things that we can make like a mistake with is if we can see the end and the start of the motion within the frame. So we want to avoid that. So it's best to start somewhere in. So this is where it's gonna end, and we will start probably in here. Yeah, like that. So that's gonna be shot 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And now let's yeah, so it stops right as the door opens. Then we take this close-up and we try to match it when it opens in here. And I think we will end somewhere around her being on the edge, or maybe even, you know, I don't want to see this corner of the house, so that's gonna be my end shot. And then, so we need this part. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, no, I just messed up the thing. Like so. So, doom, it starts. Okay, so it looks smooth to me. Though, I think the door is wide open in this case. And in here, maybe we can cut this little frame a bit earlier, like so. Let's cut it. Yeah, now this is even more smooth. One thing that we can do is we can modify the speed with that goes here. So right now it's 100. So maybe if I wanna take more time, because it's like it's a very chill Sunday morning and I wanna take my time, cherishing the moment, I can try and modify it by like 10%, and I change it to optical flow, and this like it makes this whole shot a bit longer. Yeah, now I think it's gonna look a bit nicer. Okay, cool. So, and in this portion of the video, we're gonna have just, you know, the ambient sounds, maybe some crickets, maybe some birds chirping. Then we need Mary Sue to approach her car. So she will sit down, and then we're gonna start, you know, the music in here. Okay, so let's then shoot Mary Sue. Oh, I'm pretty sure that many people would love that. So let's take a spin. Yeah, so this is the point in time where you just want to be using the in-game interactions. No need for any anim boxes or anything. And this is where it works pretty well. And let's see, what do we have? This shot is zoom in. So I think this is where we want to start introducing the zoom in as well. So we will do it like so, maybe from here. And so with the lighting that I have, we have this pretty noticeable gap, you know, where the lot ends. So I will have to position the camera so that I can see that. And instead I will probably position it in here. Like so. Yeah, so again, we have the door somewhere at around the third part. Mary Sue is in here, and we're gonna just do maybe a zoom up like that. Like it's a push in. That's the cinematic term for it. Yeah, when you don't zoom with the, you know, the Z button, but when you are moving with the WASD buttons. So when you pretend that it's the actual camera that is moving and not the change of the lens. All right, so let me then save this position with Control 4. And I will probably increase the slow motion a bit. And zoom out all the way, like this. Yeah, looks nice. F12, I press play and I start moving. Okay, cool. Now, the only thing that we need to capture is probably her just opening up very close the door. Just the door, nothing else. Okay, so she is approaching the car. Let me position the camera just where I need it. Like, oh, I never noticed that the mirrors in here are not functional. Did you know that, guys? That is a shame. I mean, that would be such a cool, you know, thing to add in here. And what kind of a reflection do we have in here? So the mirror sees this. Would we be able to actually put some, you know, footage in this mirror? Huh. I don't know. Maybe we can try and shoot like a, you know, bird's eye view shot. That'd also be cool. But then we're gonna be breaking the zoom in like function. No, let's not do that. Let's zoom in like so. All right, so F12, play and move. Oh. Okay, let's see what we got. I think the shot is not that great, but you never know until you watch it on the timeline. That's like the thing. The beauty of this pipeline that I have is that you can early on see if it's working or not. Because if you think it's working and then you notice it's not, well, it's a pain to correct. So let's do that. So maybe like 1, 2, like for a whole, start at 3.4. Let's end at 4.34. So is that enough? Let's see. Doom, doom, doom. She leaves. Then she approaches the car. But then I think that we even need to prolong this one even more. Like so. Or maybe speed up this one, because I think it's like too slow motion-ish to me. Like you can't tell that it was shot in slow motion. This now looks normal to me. So yes, the only thing that I like is that I want her to be stepping like that, maybe. You know what I don't like is that we have all this like panning going from left to right, and then we suddenly have a push in. Probably that wasn't like a good call. But let's see the final shot. Does this thing work? Is there one thing? I want to disable, you know, when it's playing back the sound that I have in the footage, because it's not that great. It's general. Play audio while scrubbing. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be more pleasant to watch. Yes, like this. Much better. So, this thing. Or you know what? What if we start our... I think it's gonna be easier for us to reshoot this scene rather than these two. And then they're gonna be consistent with this push-in animation as well. Yeah, let's do it this way. So let's continue then with the so with opening up the car like so. Khadish. So on Khadish we need to have the cut. Yep. And let's speed it up to 120% as well. So how does this work now as the introduction? And I will unmute the music. For now, just imagine that there are, you know, birds singing, all this stuff in the morning. Mary Sue is walking, opening up the car. And that's where we start the machinima. Yeah, I like this now better. The only thing that we need to add is the establishing shot with a push in, rather than I know this pen stuff. So let's correct that. So once again, Mary Sue, you will need to go into the house and you will go outside. And by the way, one thing, like in terms of the, you know, cinematic rules, you have probably heard about the 180 rule, right? So that means when you have like two characters, let me get it in here. So let's say we have Lilith in here, right? To Lilith to the left, and then Angela to the right. So when you're shooting like a dialogue between them, you always want them to remain in, you know, this way relevant to each other. So it should always be like along this imaginary 180 axis. So we can shoot like this, or you can be shooting from the other side. But still, as long as Lilith remains on the left and Angela is on the right, it is fine. What you can't do is you can't stop just all of a sudden filming them vice versa. So, you know, with Angela being to the left and Lilith being to the right. Because when you have like all those cuts and the changes of shots, it can very much disorient the viewer. And it's just in general creates a messier picture than if you just follow this classic 180 rule. But another rule that is less known than that is the 30 rule. So if you have like a combination of shots like we had in here, right? So, which is basically like a zoom in. So we have a more general shot and then we have a closer one. What you want to do is you want to have a variation in at least 30 degrees. So that means that if I'm shooting like this, I cannot be shooting the zoom up like this, you know, just a regular zoom up. What I should be doing is try to position the camera at least 30% to the side. So it creates a more dynamic and a more interesting picture. So that's like, well, I'm not the author of this rule, it's just some video that I watched on, you know, how to shoot something. Like shooting 101, I believe, or something like that. So yeah, if we already have this shot, we need to be more slanted to this side. Maybe, yeah, we will show the car itself, and we will try to push in on the car. But you know, let's delete the curtains so that they don't flash blue in the shot. And we'll have position camera in here. And let's enter the live mode. Oh, one little detail by the way, did you know that you can press R to disable the grid if you're trying to shoot in you know, the build or the buy mode? It was just like mind blower to me. So cool and so easy to do. Just well, I don't think it toggles the grid, but it certainly removes it. And just to get it back, you just need to press on any object and it'll be back. So cool. Alright, so what was the position that I wanted to shoot in? I believe it was this one. Alright, so I think we're gonna have something like this. I don't like this, the view of this mountain at the background, so no. So we will probably try to zoom in on the car, and I don't like the fence either. Or do I? No, I think it can create a pretty nice, you know, like foreground, middle ground, and background imagery in here. Okay, let's try and shoot it like this. F12 and 1. Oh, right, so she has opened the door. Let's now use that shot. But again, it shouldn't be taking very long. So maybe around this portion and until the door opens. Yes, like so. Let's see how that looks now. So I like the smoothness of this transition. What I don't like is this. Rather abrupt to me. What if we try and remove this shot in here altogether? So sometimes it's just a matter of trial and error to see how this works. So let's see. I think that this creates an even more, you know, dynamic editing. And what was it like with it when it was in here? Let's see. Yeah, I like it without this transition. So that's what we're gonna have then for the introductory thing. So it's gonna be like that. We're gonna have by the way, we can add an effect right away, which is called deep to black. At the very beginning, so the Machinima starts with the black screen and we are slowly opening up our picture. Like so. I said slowly. And then the music kicks in. Alright, cool. So, the beginning fixed. Again, this is, so far, this is like a raw draft. so I will be later on just rewatching it once again. And you do need to give some time, usually, you know, for this to sink in, and you need like fresh eyes to see if it's working or not. Because when you're just in the process, it's really hard for you to, you know, kill your babies, because you get so attached to the you know, shots that you make that it can become really, really hard for you to you know, cut them or remove them. So yeah, you need fresh eyes for that. You know, that way you tend to be much more critical and end up with a much better looking picture in the end. All right, so that's done. Now we can move to the part with the girls finally. Oh yes. The only thing before that, you know what? I think I need to take like a 1 minute break really fast. So if you don't mind, I will do that real quick. And I'll be right back with you. Alright guys? Unfortunately I haven't created any screen for that. But just keep in mind that I will be right back. I will pull, no, not this one. Let's be in this view. Yeah, so be right back, just a moment. And I'm back. So that wasn't long at all. Okay, so we are in Lilith's bedroom. And let's see where we have ended in the machinima itself. So it was this shot where Lilith is, well, kind of frowning frowning at Angela, because she has switched off the speakers. What I don't like is that we have this pretty abrupt transition, you know, from Angela. Can I, by the way, make the sounds a bit, you know, like that? Because I'm pretty sure you will be deaf by the end of the stream. So sorry for that. Have I changed anything? It looks as if I have just removed the sound altogether. Nope. Too much still. Let's keep it at 15% or even 10%. Yeah. So we have this. Hop. Or is it fine? I don't know. What do you think, guys? How smooth is it compared to the rest of what we had before? So if we start with her banging on the wall, or on the door. Well, I did have more of an abrupt shots in here. No, I think the sooner we get to, you know, the actual conversation, the better. So I don't want to, I don't want to have this like to take too much time with them just moving on. Hi there, Serendipity. How are you doing? So, let's do then. Let's go to the dialogue and see what we have. So, the first line that we need to shoot is Lilith. I'm trying to work on my speech here. And what we have is Angela located somewhere in here. I think it would be cool if we recorded how she stands up. And she would need to like show I think I know the exact expression for that. Let me show it to you real quick. So again, I'll be pulling up my XY plotter in here, and I need my previous folder and Decorgal talk hack. So let's go teen F, or yeah, teen female. I will switch to details view. I like this way better. And it's somewhere in the argue talker thing in here. So is it like talk I forbid? Nope, not that one. Maybe talk you must. Yeah, talk you must. Here, I like the way that she points with her finger to her left hand. That's where her clipboard will be located. So, argue talker, talk you must, and that is in here, right? Argue talker, talk you must. All right. So we're gonna be using that. And let's see. So we had Angela. Frowning. Let's then shoot them like this, you know, over the shoulder shot. That's like usually the way that you shoot dialogues, you know, to show some connection. So we're gonna be filming like so. Just again to establish the orientation for the viewer. So let's start. Okay. So, she was still performing the interaction, I believe, right? And she would be looping that too many times. Just squatting. Oh, yeah. So, let's take the shot that I've just made, and it's this one. Yeah, I think I'll have to keep this XY plotter in this window so that you're able to see like what I'm doing. Yeah, like, and sorry if I'm not commenting on the Premiere Pro that much in detail, because I think for that I will have to do like a separate tutorial, like covering the basics of editing in Premiere Pro or something, because otherwise it's gonna just be taking too long and we will not be shooting any, you know, nice scenes. So, I do like that she is like standing up. What I would also like if she could turn at the same time. I know that's, well, a far stretch. Normally they just they stand up like that. But I believe that some of the free time boxes. So if we go to my VLV and we open up free time. So the football, or like the sports soccer interactions, come with a bunch of pretty cool turnings of the whole body. So let's see. And let me minimize it so that we can, you know, see everything. And I will loop it like so. Nope, that's not the one. Like kicker goal, no. Well, it's not that much of a turn, right? We have, yeah, in here. So we have trans kick, see? So she starts by facing us. Then she turns like a 180. So that's what we need. We will take the shot where she is standing up. Where was it? So in neutral position, almost neutral position, like so. Then we actually need to record when she is not doing anything. So she's currently performing actually the interaction that I used to make this thing turn off is cat wiggle, the cat finger wiggle that comes from the Pets Anime box. You know what? Maybe we can even. So that is it, and then we need the free time. What was it? Sports, soccer, trans kick. Let's see. Do I have the free time box? Yeah, this one is here. Sports, soccer. Once again, what was the name? Trans kick. And it is in here, trans kick. I believe she will move like someplace. Yeah. So we need to carefully move her OMSP. That is somewhere in here. Yeah, that's that one. And I need to snap object grids off. So let's see how that looks. Well, she is she is walking somewhere to the bed. No, that's not what I want for her. Let's turn her a bit to the side. The only thing that I will not be able to find now is the OMSP. Oh, the freaking OMSP. Where is it? It's in here, right? So let's put her back. Yeah, like so. And so we will need it like that. All right, and then OMSP once again. I believe I am in the build mode yet. Huh, you know what? I like that she kind of approaches Lilith, so we'll be able to shoot them closer. Because I really don't like the fact that we have this whole like room between them. And this way it's just perfect. Yeah, I really like this. I don't even think that we need this, you know, transition from sitting to standing. Or, well, maybe we'll see. We'll take a couple of shots and see which one works best. And I will also increase the slow motion to 4. Right, and so one of the cool things with Sim Toner is that you can press the interaction, look at Sim, and you have all the selection of the Sims that are available on the lot. So currently I have Angela, and I have also not introduced you to the invisible operator, because, well, he is invisible. And it's basically a sim that has an invisible outfit, and I've downloaded some CC that hides the eyes, the hair, and everything else. So yeah, that's what we have with him, and I have used him to open the door. That's pretty much was his only like function for now. Oh yeah. So, now our Lilith should watch her sister closely, and we can shoot this interaction here. So she's approaching her. Okay. Now, let's try and shoot the same thing, but from another angle. So I have this shot. And you know what? I think what Angela would do is she would probably freak out because of this, you know, stinking little box of pizza lying on the floor. So that's what we will complement it with. Yeah, I really like that. So let's now shoot it like this. Okay, good. So we have this, then she is standing up. Probably like this even should be a bit snappier. So let's do speed duration like 70. No, that's still too quick. Please, let's make it 40%. Yeah. I mean, it becomes really choppy. And let's see. Where was it? So this is the one from the side, right? And then we have this one. I think this way it'll be a bit easier for us to see. Like so, yes. Oh, this way it's way more visual. So let's try this then shot that I have without the thing. So she has switched it off. Lilith is pissed. And then Angela is slowly moving towards her. Maybe she shouldn't be like that slow. We can speed this up. And the thing that I'm doing is available in pretty much every video editing tool. So it's like you can speed up or slow down clip duration. So up to the when you can make them kind of like a slow-mo. But the thing is that you want to be speeding up the footages rather than slowing them down, because it's way easier for the program, you know, to cut down the unnecessary shots rather than trying to come up with them. So that's why I'm always trying to shoot with some sort of slow motion, and then I am speeding up the footage to make it look realistic. So in this case, I think that's like 20% increase in speed would work nice. Let's see. So she is looking. And she is now approaching. I think like one step should be enough. And then I think it's pretty like comparable in terms of you know, the time. We can even measure it like that. So, you know, to make the duration pretty much equal. So she is looking, she is standing up. And then so she's somewhere in the middle of the room. Let's cancel this interaction that we had before. I think I will do it like this. So what I started doing recently is using the with the bullprop testing cheats enabled, you have the option to force error. So it's basically, it works like a snap reset, but you don't have to search for the box that has this snap reset option. And sometimes it's easier with the snap reset. Sometimes I do it with the shift and click option. Again, just depending on the situation here. So let's see, I will then put her on the OMSP once again. Where was it? I've lost the OMSP once again. Okay. Is it? Yeah, this one. I found it! To be honest, I wasn't sure I could do that. So, OMSP. Because I don't want her to leave the shot. So is that where she has stopped? No, she's way closer to, you know, the pile of notes and stuff. So I will move her there. And then she needs to freak out because of this pizza box. Let's see what kind of instruction we can find for that. So in this case, I will definitely need to use the search in here, because by browsing them one by one is not an option. I believe that it's something that is close to maybe cockroaches, right? Do we have anything with that? No, or maybe it's simply roach, right? No? Huh. I was pretty sure there is one that yeah, so it is roaches. It comes with the Corgal Talk animation head, but that's the one that is for children. Let's see, what does it look like? So here, the kid is just stepping like that. Another stomp. He's watching, but no, that's not the disgust that I was looking for. Let's see, do you have any disgust in here? So, well, I mean, it's more like an annoyance to me, not a disgust. What about this one? Oh, this one is good. I know. I think I've seen the one from the Talk Sit and Hack that I have posted today. So that is a pretty good coincidence. I swear that it is coincidence and not a setup thing. So there are a couple of pretty cool actions when she is like covering up her nose. I think, yeah, it is called like an action negative. Or no, it's reaction, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like reaction negative, hold nose wave. So either that or... Well, that was the same thing. Well, she is sniffing something very close, so no, not that. Oh yeah, have you seen that? Like the initial expression is just top notch. Cool. And she's kind of looking down, so that is already going well for us. Gross arms, nah, again, it's more about annoyance. Oh my. I like this expression a lot. She's like really shivering from, as if she is like feeling that deep down in her guts. Yeah, let's use that one. So reaction negative, grossed out, shiver, overlay. Cool. So what I need now is to place the... Hello there, Dokushin. Nice to see you today. I think I will be placing this sim turner up close to the ceiling, like so. And this way she'll kind of be looking at the, at the floor. Will she? So look at sim turner. Let's see. Standing there, she is looking where? Oh, can't she look across floors? I was pretty sure you could. Oh, wait, no, not camera, but look at sim turner. Yeah, like so. But it's pretty abrupt because I believe, like the angle is too much for her. So the game considers that as if it's like, as if it's breaking. So maybe if I make it slightly to the side, it's gonna be better. So let's look at sim turner once again. I was reading the queue. So she is like, yeah, and she stays doing it like that. Cool. But I should probably reset her. So stop watching there. Yeah, alright, that done. Because I want her to start looking at the same time as she is like grossing out. So what was that? It was reaction negative, grossed out, shiver, overlay. Let's do that. Reaction negative, grossed out, shiver, overlay. Grossed out, shiver, overlay, start. And let's see, where were we in terms of camera? So she was like watching like this. Because we kind of need to see what she is shivering about, right? So maybe we can do like a close-up on her. And then we will do this thing. Ah, the freaking lamp is in the way. It's gonna mess up the shot. We can do it like this. Probably, yeah, so we have like an over-the-shoulder shot. And I think that Lilith should try doing something too. As our Angela is shivering out. But okay, first let's do the close-up on her. If it was like that, 30% from there would be, well, just, a straight shot like so. Let's do it, maybe even a full-size shot, like, huh. What shaders light modes am I using? The main one is, of course, reshade. So I have my own preset that I set up. So without it, it looks... Oh my god, just look how bland without the reshade it looks. As for the lighting, I'm pretty sure I'm using the one by Dread Pirate. Though, don't quote me on that, I may be mistaken there. But yeah, the main thing comes, of course, from the reshade. So maybe let's... yeah, let's shoot her like so. And shot. Okay. But she is not looking you know. Oh, that's because I didn't tell her to watch to the sim turner. Let's do that once again. Look at sim turner. Control F5, and that's what we need. Yeah, reshade is basically a bunch of shaders that is like an additional like inclusion into the game. So I think there were a couple of pretty useful videos by both like English speakers and Russian speakers, well, like on how to install and configure that. So if you want, I can later attach that. I'm pretty sure I even attached it in one of my recent community posts. So if you want, you can find it there. It's like a guide by a Cotton Sock. So she has made a really detailed and comprehensive guide on how to, where to download it, how to install it, and how to make, you know, the basic configuration. So let's try this now. All right, this now is better. Though I think I'm just ending the shot too soon. And also, like, we can see that her hand is doing something, you know, something weird. Like the clipboard is floating in the air. So maybe let's fix that by resetting the thing. Well, not resetting, but using this accessory box by who? Is it the Corgel too? I'm not sure. Adele, of course, yeah, it's by Adele. So because the clipboard that I am using comes from this set too, and I have recolored it as well. And so what we need is to find the clipboard in here. Where is it? Let's see. And start doing the pose. Yeah, this way she will hold the clipboard like so. Yeah, much cooler now. Now let's wait till she stops looking at the sim turner. Look at the sim turner once again. And let's shoot the thing now. Okay, yeah, I like it now. Okay, now what we need is to reset it. Again, I don't want to cross this line because, again, trying to follow the 180 rule. Lilith needs to be to the left. Angela is to the right. And we are gonna be shooting it like so, I believe. Bams, and then probably we will have like a zoom up there. Is this fine? We can also do maybe like, you know, the first person view, but ooh, I think this is something. I kind of like it. No, so sometimes the original solutions come as you go them. Though I don't like this whole, you know, blank space to the left. No, it's kind of not balanced. But oh, look at the teeth. Oh yeah. We are inside Angela's head. Pretty creepy. Let's maybe then move like so. Yeah, this looks kind of like the first person shot. Now let's see, what do we have like this? Will this work? Let's see. So again, I will need my thing in here. So this one is the shot, and then we have this shot. So I think she should be somewhere in the middle of, you know, looking down and here, because you don't want to show in the shot that, you know, the interaction starts. So she needs to be somewhere in the middle. Ooh, she's like, ooh. Well, later on, of course, I'll be adding all the sound effects with the voices and all the necessary sound effects as well. So. It's kind of abrupt. Like, you can see that she is moving in here, and then here she is already standing still. So this is not working. Maybe if I do this one, you know, right away, maybe we can do that. So she's moving, and then she's like, ew. So her hand needs to go like down. And once we add the sound effect, I think like it's gonna make sense. Like, Can I add like a little camera motion? You know, to signify that we are stopping. Yeah, I think that would fix the issue. But for now, I think I will. This is the thing that you also need to do is if you see that your camera movement is not working, you can go into your documents folder, cameras, and just tweak a bit the parameters that we have in here. So what we need is the first person camera. Open it with Notepad, and the parameter here that I'm looking for is translation steps. So the bigger this number is, the smoother the camera movement will be with WASD. So basically, when you're modifying the parameters, you need like 3 lines in here. So that is translation steps. Then we have orientation steps. So translation steps is responsible for WASD, while orientation steps is responsible for the movement with the mouse. So when you're actually like going, just moving the mouse. Then another one that we need is just the general velocity, but then I don't think that we need it in here. Let me just increase the translation steps to 10. So yeah, the camera has been reset. Now if I try and move, it is much smoother. Yeah, oh, it probably went way too smooth. But now if I go again into Angela's head, oh, that came out wrong. I didn't mean that. If we go here, so maybe we can do something like bumps, and we're gonna like jerk and stop in here. Yeah, sounds I don't like the just how much we can see of her teeth. I think that another parameter that was responsible for this is actually the clip. So what if I try and make it bigger, like 1.5? So it's 2 times. So this parameter is responsible for how close you need to be to the object when it is for it to start being displayed. So let's see. I should have. So this time, like the shoulder disappears, well, when we are basically touching it. But did that help with the head? Moving to the head. So can we still see the teeth? Yep, and I will then save it, Control 6, so that we... Oh, no. Damn it, I just reset it accidentally. Let's move like that. Control 6. And now let's tweak the clipping. Let's try and make it like a whole 1 in here. Well, we now can't even see the... Oh no, we can't see anything now. Can we? Yeah, like everything starts disappearing. So 1 is definitely too much. Let's try and do 1.7. Is 1.7 enough? No, that's too much as well. 1.5? 1.45. 1.4. Oh, this is just ridiculous, going by increments of 5. Yeah, I think 1.4 was pretty good. It's just that we need to like correct the position itself. At least we don't see her teeth anymore, which is nice. Maybe that's even too much. Again, so let's change it to 1.3. Oh, no. I'm going back to the game. Okay. Alright, does this work? Kinda works. Let's see. It's not very clear what she is shivering about. But let's see how it looks, you know, with the rest of the footage. So where was I? Machinima? So this is the one, right? Oh, I haven't stopped recording. F12. Oh, damn it! I have forgotten the important part, the jerking motion here. So we need to, for her to start the motion in here, we press record, we press play, and then we do something like so. I think we can see that Angela stays currently in place. What? Well, let's see. So we need the part where we start going like so, and where we don't see the clipping. So like we go forward and then we kind of jerk a bit back. Does that work? I don't think it does. You know, the joy of filming Machinima when you are spending some time, and then it doesn't work. Can we shoot it, you know, from the perspective of pizza itself? How does pizza feel when Angela is grossing out about it? Well, we can't see her face, really. Oh, I can see the title on there. So I don't like that the clipping is now working against us again. So what was it like? It was like maybe 1.15. No, I don't think there is a shot that would allow us both to see the pizza box and Angela's disapproval. Maybe this one? Oh, hi there, Andrea. This is the regular gun mods Radiance Lights or something. So the one that is probably the most popular on Mod The Sims. It's just that I'm usually modifying the parameters as I go. So just before we were modifying these translation steps to make the camera a bit smoother. So I think I need to place it back to number 3. So that we can, you know, start moving a bit faster into the positions that we need. But yeah, you know what? If she is stepping like that, Are these peasants? Yes, they are. So this is my kind of makeover of them. We got Lilith with this short pointy hair, and of course Angela. So yeah, if you scroll down a bit to the beginning, you will be able to see like what I have so far, like the entire machinima that I had. So that is like 1 minute. Yeah. So let's try and work with Angela just stopping and doing some sort of interaction with her hands. You know. So let's dive straight to the dialogue in here. Like Lilith, I'm trying to work on my speech here. So she is kind of standing. So I believe I will then tell her to stop grossing out. So that was reaction negative. Grossed out shiver overlay. Stop. Stop looking at the sim turner. Yeah, like that. And instead, please do the walking animation. So walk female. Normal one. Yeah, so she's now walking in place. So we will need that, you know, just the ending a couple of shots for her to kind of, for it to match with this little step that she's doing here. So her left leg should stop moving. So that's the moment we're trying to catch with this. So it should be somewhere in here probably. Well, Victorian. Oh, I kind of like this band. Oh, pun. Wait. So, after she does that, we need to find like a very expressive thing when she is like, what was it? The one that I found earlier. It was argue talk you must when she is pointing to the thing, to the clipboard. So let's do that. We were shooting from this position. So let's do the close-up probably. Because shooting another one when it's not matching up. Yeah, let's do it like that. Or maybe we can even start from here. But then we will need to do something with Lilith. No, that's gonna be, we're gonna do that later. Let's do this here now. Have I given her the interaction? No, I have not. So after you finish walking, you will look at your sister and you will perform the interaction using the overlay mod, which is argue talker, talk you must. Okie dokie. Here we go. Whole monitor vibes. She surely does. She sure does. So, in here, let's go.
Mock.
Oh no. The hand is just clipping through the clipboard. No. Okay. And yeah, speaking of the whole monitor, what I imagine her being is the captain of cheerleaders. So, you know, the bitch queen of them all, of the popular kids. And, well, the main person that she's being mean to is, of course, her sister. And in my imagination, that comes partially because of the jealousy that she has towards Lilith. Because, you know, Angela, being the people pleaser in my imagination, kind of crumbles underneath all that expectations that she has from her parents, from teachers, well, from the entire society, and she pretty much tries to, you know, meet those expectations. And when she looks at her sister, who is pretty much doesn't give a crap, and she can be free, Lilith definitely, Angela has some jealousy toward that, but she probably doesn't realize it, you know, that much. And she kind of tries to rationalize that by just thinking that it's Lilith who is wrong, and, you know, not that What's the word I'm looking for? No, not the correct one. Maybe. So we were adding the pose when we were trying to do the shiver animation. So perhaps we can stop the pose with the clipboard. Where was it? The clipboard. It's stop pose, left arm. Well, no, this now is even worse. Yeah, me neither. So the real villains are, of course, Daniel and Mary Sue, who are pretty much neglectful, who neglect them too much. But still, like that has a very negative effect on Angela as well. So she doesn't realize just how mean she can be towards her sister without much justification for that. Okay, so let's add the clipboard back, and we'll try to modify it then with this nudge animation thing. So what we need is arms, elbow joint for the left arm. So bend, it's gonna be down. So bend down left by 22 degrees. Is that enough? Oh, the wall. Yeah, I think it works. She's kind of... Well, she's not really pointing at it, but somewhere close. Okay. Oh, move Lilith out. Yeah, that's a great idea to live with the oldies. Well, but what I imagine, like, in the way I... well, I don't play them. Like, that's like one thing that I don't play with the pre-match that much. But I imagine that they would move out, you know, to the college. Not really together, I believe. But because I imagine that Angela would be going to some, you know, fancy sim words sort of in a university. While Lilith would probably join some, you know, local college just so that the parents are not, you know, nagging her that much about it, but she would focus much more on, you know, the working, composing music and that stuff. So yeah, that's the vibes I get from Lilith. Coming back to the animation here, let's stop the talk you must thing for now. Argue talker, talk you must, stop. Then we will do the walk-in thing once again. So female. Let's even do maybe not angry, but let's do normal too. And please look at your sister once again. So look at wait. First, look at your sister, Lilith. Then do the walk animation. This way you'll be looking at her while you are walking, actually. Then, so. Are you looking at her? Yeah, you are. We will stop that. And we will restart the talk you must interaction in here. Alright. So, do I have the shot? Do I? I don't think I do. Let's see. I've lost the beginning of it. God damn it. Yeah, so this is the way this goes sometimes. Especially when you're trying to combine, you know, providing some insightful commentaries while keeping an eye on the chat. And trying to this thing to look very nice. So look at Lilith once again. Perform the walk animation. Female, normal too. Then you stop. And you do the talk you must thing. Go! Okay, let's see what we've got. So it's this thing. we only need just like, you know, the finishing shots. Maybe a couple of seconds, just a millisecond. Just to signify that she has stopped working. Maybe this one. Then she's like, Lilith. So she says Lilith, and her finger will be the cutting point where we will do like this shot. Yes, sir. And this will allow us to actually prolong the interaction here. Says Lilith. Bams. Let's see. And we need to do another shot like that. But you know, again... this time we will probably do that shoulder to shoulder thing. So we'll be shooting from her shoulder like that. And Lilith should be like very reluctant to listen to her. Maybe like so. Or can we go back to, you know... Oh, no. Can we go back to this? But maybe closer to Lilith. Or... Huh. Yeah, like so. I think this is gonna be our new over-the-shoulder shot. So let's catch that, you know, very... I think I should just start recording and we'll see it like that. Alright, so we have this. This is what I was earlier calling on as cutting on action. So you want to cut when something is happening in the screen. So like in this case we have her pointing the finger, like a very expressive gesture. Because like if we were just cutting on a static shot, it would not be as, you know, cinematic. So she needs to be doing it like so. I'm trying to work on my speech here. And I think we will stop somewhere around here to be able to keep up this interaction when we switch to like Lilith's reaction. Oh, let's see. I think we have taken too much. We should cut a bit earlier. So maybe when she's just on the way. Yeah, this way it's a bit smoother. So we have like this. Though maybe, you know, her teeth should match. So she has them clenched pretty much here, right? So in here they should be closed as well. Like so. Yeah, let's see how that works now. Yeah, way smoother. Oh, yep. That's pretty much what I'm doing. So the gun mount camera, but altering as I need, as I go. But again, it's not that I changed too much. Just the 3 lines in here: translation steps, orientation steps, very rarely, and we've been doing the clip thing to, you know, experiment with the first-person shot before. All right, so. What I'd probably like is to see Lilith's reaction already. Huh. But let's see. What, so she is replying with, geez, school's over, relax. Or in better. And in here she will have to move. Because, as I imagine, she would need to be like very descriptive. She's like, you should be very annoyed in here, like, oh, come on, sis, what are you telling me? Like, relax, school's over. She then steps to the side and points to the poster with their band. Like, you should be practicing for that, sis. Oh, a master at this. Oh, you are flattering me. But thank you, it's really pleasant to hear. But no, I still have a lot to learn, and you know they say if you want to learn something, you just go and teach others. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. When you're trying to put what you already know into the words, it kind of solidifies in your head. So yeah, let's try now, and we'll be shooting over the shoulder then again. But this time, it's gonna be Lilith who we are interacting with. So she'll be looking at Angela. And let's find a pretty cool, annoying interaction. So I think for that I will need my Decorgal talk hack once again. So teen F, and it should be like reaction negative, somewhere in that line. So reaction negative. Or is it? It may be listen negative. Yeah, listen negative is more like, so wait annoyed. Yeah, this is the one that they use when the Sims are waiting in the line, when they are like in the shop. So no. Now that one is too, she's like just, I don't know, browsing the shop. So no. Exasperated? Well, I mean, it gives the right vibe, but no. Too little words, you know, too few words she's saying, so no. Drift high on, no. Well, if she said something during this thing, it would be better. Drift low, bored. No, that's too much. She's not saying anything, so no. Not working either. Let's try and find something maybe in argue listener. Yeah, that's another good one. Oh, that's actually the one that I was using before. You know, when Lilith was when she was raising her eyebrow. Yeah, this thing. So that is actually this interaction. And she's like, huh? Jeez. School's over, sis, relax. And she's kind of smiling, so, you know, a very condescending smile to kind of show that Lilith knows better. Yeah, let's go with this one. So sometimes the easiest solution is the best. Alright, so number 4 is our over-the-shoulder shot in here. Number 5, we have a close-up on Angela. Number 6 is this weird first-person thing. Let's make number 6 to be this over-the-shoulder shot from Angela's perspective. And again, so trying to match it up according to the rule of thirds. Control 6. Alright, and then she needs to be looking and performing the... What was it? Argue listener. Wait, this one. Argue listener, apologize, calm down. Cool, let's see.
Go love.
And it's funny how we can hear the Simlish, but... Yeah, I'll definitely have to speed it up. Yeah, slow motion 4 is an overkill. Let's speed it up to maybe slow motion 2. And again, so we need to cut on action. So we will find some... So we'll do the like straight shot here. Is it nice? I don't remember where you're supposed to be cutting, you know, in terms of the Sim's height. Like, I'm pretty sure you cannot cut, you know, directly by the knees. So usually it's like the middle of a thigh. So we're not supposed to be cutting her hands out like that. So it should be probably like this. Should be fine. And it's gonna be Control 7 for us. Let's shoot this close up. Oh, she has stopped the interaction. Please, Lilith, apologize once again. Oh, it was this one. Apologize, calm down. 7. Let's go. Okay, cool. And I really like hearing, Angela's annoying voice here. Like, I can definitely hear her. Like how she would be annoyed at Lilith being so obnoxious and loud in here. But alright, let's put it all into the timeline. So we have this thing? No, not this thing. This thing. Alright. So she's like, where was the shot here? So she was already pointing. So yeah, this one should be fine. So she's kind of trying to nag his sister. Like so. Jeez, and it's gonna be the hand again. So on the way that her left hand is going down, we'll have to catch that moment. Alright, so let's speed it up now by 150 perhaps? So, he's like, Lilith, I'm trying to work on my speech here, come on. It's probably gonna be like, Lilith, I'm trying to work on my speech here. Like, jeez, sis. But then 150 is too little actually, we need like 200 perhaps. Lilith, I'm trying to work on my speech here. 300, let's go. Okay, and then where is the thing? This thing. The close-up? The close-up with her hand going like so. Let's see. I'll probably use just a portion of this interaction. That's what I do quite often. So like if I don't like, the smile at the end. So let's see how it looks with the smile. So like so. And I think we can make it slightly bigger so that we have an easier time seeing what's going on here. You know what I don't like? Is that earlier we were looking at Lilith when she was in this left third portion, and then she switches to the right third portion. So I think we should reshoot it while keeping her kind of in the same position. Either we should center her, or I don't know. Because no, the close-up is not good. So reshoot. Argue listener, apologize, calm down. And let's see what we have. So this was before. Yeah, let's do just like an extreme close-up. Well, extreme close-up would be like this. But I mean the middle shot, I believe it's called. I'm not really that knowledgeable of the cinematic terminology. But I think, yeah, this one will work. Let's see. It's a shame though that we can't see her hand. But let's see. So this is the one. Wait, have I not recorded this just? Yeah, I somehow missed to record the thing. Oh, god damn it. So Control 7 once again. Argue listener, apologize, calm down. Okay, let's see how that works. Though I have noticed that she has stopped looking at Angela, so 30 seconds must have elapsed. Yeah, she's looking to the right, and then she's like up, not looking anymore. Oh, and she's using a different hand, see? So before she was using her left hand for the gesture, and in here it's kind of mirrored, so she's using her right hand for the gesture. Alright. Once again. Look at Sim Angela. And perform the argue listener, apologize, calm down. Come on. Yeah. Okay, cool. Was it the right one? Was it? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, so she has her right hand to the side. And here is her left hand. Okay. So yeah, the game sometimes mirrors the animation so that it's not that repetitive. That's why you sometimes need to run the interaction a couple of times just to get the right variation. So a good example of that would be, by the way, this little portion. Let me go back. So with when Angela was falling through the door, where was it? In here, yeah. So this little portion. So this is the return from the spaceship animation that comes from the painting, and sometimes she will just fall not to the right but to the left, and she'll just like be thrown to a whole different portion of the lot. So yeah, that can be pretty annoying to shoot too. But I mean, as much as annoying it is a lot of fun to get to the final product, and you really feel the accomplishment after you've suffered so much. So once again, we don't need this thing because we need to reshoot it. Not. She's again doing the wrong variation. Argue listener, apologize, calm down. Again. For some reason she just keeps making the one when she is using her right hand. But wait, that's the one that we needed, isn't it? Ah, I'm starting to mix up things. Oh no. Let's argue, listen, apologize, calm down once again. And the final one. Okay. Or maybe we can use the eyebrow expression for that. Let's see. That might even work much better. Like we know we need to see this eyebrow movement. What about the previous one? Where did we end it? Oh, I just abruptly ended it up. Not run it all the way through. Oh man. Okay. Again. Look at Angela. And argue listener, apologize, come down. Go. And now it's again the other hand once again. Got it. Argue listener, apologize, come down. Finally, I have all the variations I need. Alright, cool. Let's see now. So I have decided to leave like this eyebrow expression. But maybe, yeah, let's go back to the to the hand. And the eyebrow when she is moving her hand like that. Then I need the latest one I shot. And it's just around here that she's telling, come on. And let's see, how much does she say? So, geez, school's over, relax. Or even better, needs to be a separate interaction. So we have to have, geez, school's over, relax. So let's see. School's over. Geez. This is geez. So this is school's over. Relax. Yeah, perfect. And, you know, the condescending smile. Cool. Oh my god. Okay. Jeez. Goes over. Relax. Cool. Woo! I can now turn this marker into task done. A very satisfying thing to do. This is done like halfway. School's over, relax. Now, or even better, this is where we need to find some sort of you know, an expression where she maybe raises her index finger in a very like teaching manner. So for that I will need to go back to my catalog in here. Oh, Marcy, my cat has just joined me. Can you come in here, please? Marcy, be a nice girl and just leap on my lap. Marcy? Ah, no, she's shy. She doesn't want to join me today. But if she will, I will definitely show her. Show her to you. So, what I was looking for is the index point animation. So like point. Usually I search it like that. Teach point. Let's see. Is that the one that I am looking for? Or even better, I kind of like the even better part when she is, you know, like making her arms go wide. Or even better, so she will stop doing the animation then, and walk to the poster. Right, so let's remember that. Moderate talker, teach point. So what else do we have? We have make point. Does that work? No, it's too serious. That's not Lilith to me. My point is another. Huh, this one's good. And it has a very nice like neutral position right after the first like point finger. So debate finger point. Let's shoot that. So like what we have a close-up that ends in a neutral position. Yes, I will do it like that. We might need to switch back to Angela's close-up in here. Because like their fight is kind of escalating, and so we should have more separate shots. So, you know, without them being in the same frame. So that's like one of the cinematic tricks, is that when you have two characters within the same shot, you kind of bind them together. It creates the feeling of connection between them. And when they're separate like that, it creates the opposite, so the distance between them. And so as they start fighting, we should have more shots like this, you know, when they are separate. So shots like this and shots like this. Ha! I like this, you know, going back and forth. Look at the look at Lilith's face. So, or even better, debate finger point. Cool. Where is it? It's talk string. Moderate. Was it? Or was it debate? Yeah, finger point. This one. Okay, let's go. Okay, and I think I want Angela to shut up because she's kind of annoying me. What was she trying to do? She was doing argue talker, talk you must. No, she must not. Yeah, sometimes I even disable the sound altogether because they're just talking over each other way too much. But sometimes I leave the original, you know, soundtrack, and then I use it later on when I'm, you know, doing the voice tracks. So it can be pretty handy. Right, so we have the thing. Do we? Yep, this one. The finger point debate. Let's add it to the scene. And again, she needs to be starting from the neutral position. So one of the tricks, like to make it, to create an illusion that it's one continuous animation, you can use the one by one. Are they matching? The door is giving it away. Ah, the freaking door. Can you see that it's flickering? So the lighting got messed up, but I hope that's not gonna be that noticeable. So she says relaxed. So the moment she enters the neutral position, I will cut. So I don't need any spare shots in here. And we will have it like that. Even better. So like even better. So her index finger is in the air. And we'll try to cut at this point. Yeah. So this is like the interaction they have for now. So Angela is switching off the thing. She's pissed about that. Like, Lilith, I'm trying to work on my speech, but this is too slow. Let's do it 120. Lilith, trying to work on my speech, This one is too slow too. Jeez, school's over. Relax. Is it me or is it like really slow? It wasn't like that before. Jeez, relax. Or even better. Or even better. No, I think 150 is too much. Let's do it 130. And 130 here. No, what I need to speed up though is these portions in here. So just before they stop. So one of the tricks again is if we take the neutral, like you know, the blending part, we can nest these two, and we can separately then speed it up. So it was 130 before that, and we can do like 200. Let's see what we have now. Yeah, this way, like this blending thing ends a lot earlier, and so it creates a more connecting feeling. Like still we have this like step in here. I'm trying to think, do I need like an interception? You know, maybe like with an annoyed look of Angela. Let's try and do that. So we need like either an exasperation or something like that. Oh, name location. Exasperated. Exasperated. How does that look? No, it's too much. That is too much. Wait, exasperated. What's that? Yeah, she kind of does look annoyed. But no, I want her to just maybe slap her forehead. Let's see. Do we have like a slap? Hand slap face. Let's switch to details mod. Hand slap. If we take the end of this, no, I don't think she'll be doing this because she is holding a clipboard in her left hand. So no, this is not gonna work, I'm afraid. Okay, let's then search for maybe reaction negative. I'm busy. I don't think she would be turning away like that, no. That is too much too. This one is kind of like she's not wanting to listen to her. Like, Yeah, let's use this one. Listen, no, thanks. Reaction negative, high. So, Angela. Again, look at Sim Lilith. And listen, negative, high. Reaction negative, high. Listen, no, thanks. Okay.
Norky, Vosavai.
Oh, yeah, I really like this one. Especially since she's holding this clipboard in here. Like the animation is not that no, over the top. So cool. We then don't need this nesting thing in here, to be honest with you. So we can just separate them like so. So let's see, where is the latest thing? This one, right? Huh. Wait. Yeah, this one. I think I would like to start somewhere from here. No. Yeah, and I like her to blink once. Okay, let's go. And 1:30. Maybe we can cut then earlier. So she stops the words. So she says like relax, and that's when we cut. She's like, oh no. And then, or even better. Now we need to go back to probably the over the shoulder shot. Like so. Yeah, we're gonna take like a wider angle in here. And she will be looking at so Angela is looking at Lilith, while Lilith is looking at Angela. She is performing the same where was it? Talk point. Oh, it's in here. Talk. Which one of these is like the finger raised? I'll have to find it. So talk. Let's see. Not my point. Yes, debate finger point. Talk, debate finger point. All right. Then this is the like the new over the shoulder shot. Control what was it? Control 5, control 6. All right, let's go.
Raglokadid Shadut.
Oh no, wrong finger. You are using the wrong finger. Talk, debate finger point. 6.
Reticolo Shanat.
All right, neutral position. And then from this neutral position, we want you to step to the side so you can see, you can look at the poster. So you can either walk by yourself or we can use some sort of like another transitional interaction from the free time box. Let's see. So free time and inbox. Where was it? Like soccer transition. Oh. So I like this one. I just wonder if she can only step to the right. No, that's not what I need. Idle taunt is not working either. Ooh! I gotta remember this one because I will need it a little bit later. Basketball is not what I need as well. What was the one that I liked at first? Kicker start? Let's see if we will be lucky and she moves to the other side. So free time, sports, soccer. But I will do it with the different thing. So as you can see, I have a couple of boxes in here. So we have these made like with start and stop function by, let me see who the author is. It's the only exception. Yeah, of course, how could I have forgotten? And then we have the original boxes by JD. So these ones, you're probably more familiar with these ones. And the reason, like the main difference between them is that this plays usually only once, or it is added to the queue and you need to kind of stop it there. Well, these ones are just overlays, and you need to stop them using these like start and stop functions. But the cool thing with them is that while they're performing the interaction, they can do something else parallel to that. And you can also blend in different interactions just within the box. So which is a pretty cool thing as well. But for now, let's do the hobbies. Wait, no, sports, soccer. Kick start, was it? Yes, kicker start. And let's see. Well, yeah, she is moving to... One little trick that I can show you in here, haha, is if we catch her, you know, leftmost position, like that, we can do the, like, the opposites. So just a second here. So she needs to come back here. Now, I will start shooting from here. Yeah, a couple times is okay. Now look at the cool trick. So she was just saying even better. So we have like a very we have a close-up shot, so it should be looking fine when we try and do that. We take this thing. Let's find a point where she is looking at Angela, right? This one. Cool. Then she's walking in here, and I want her to stop. Kinda like so, when she's still looking at Angela. Oh, and the stopping position was in here. So if I place it now on the timeline, it looks kinda weird. You know, as if she's going backwards. But the cool thing with Premiere Pro and any other video editing tool, that you can use the speed duration and you can reverse the clip. So now she will start at the door and slowly proceed in here. How cool is that? I mean, well, she's doing that too fast though, to my liking. So maybe we can do like 80%. Or even better. So we still need to keep this like left to right confrontation between them. Ooh, I really like it. But then she will be like shown to the Cassie and the band poster. So let's try and make some interesting expression with them. So I will to remember where this position is supposed to be. So I will place an OMSP just where I want her to be, like so. Right, should be fine. Then I think I can stop the interaction. Okay, now she is in here. Oh, I didn't even need the OMSP. Let's stop the way she is holding her hand. Yep, hold it closer. And now I will be using a different mod or a hack that I'm using to shoot machinimas, and that is this parts posing box. This will allow me to make Angela cross her arms. I think it's gonna be pretty expressive in this case. And they're gonna be looking like so. Let's see, how does crossing the arms look? So it's arm both too, I believe. Let's go. Nah, it's clipping through the clipboard. Not gonna work. Then arm both too. Oh, it's even more. Interesting. Oh, you know what? She's currently holding it like that. And what if I stop the pose with this Adele's hack? So stop pose left, and then I try to cross her arms. Ooh! Well, now the clipboard is clipping. But from this perspective, it's not that noticeable, I think. So I think that's gonna work. Yeah. Let's then undo the pose here. So both and left arm stop. Oh no, here she has stopped looking at Lilith. That you need to do. Look at Lilith. And then I will tell you to do the arm both too. Oh, and this is actually a pretty cool chance for me to show you a different trick. Just a moment. So she is like that. Let's wait a moment. No, she needs to hold it. All right, enough. So we are gonna use this animation now. Where is it? The final one. Like so. Oh. I don't know, this is my mistake. See, in this shot, she is holding the clipboard. And we can clearly see that because, well, because of the way it's framed. And in here... Well, maybe if we start somewhere in here, it's gonna be looking fine. Yeah, like so. So that's gonna be our shot number 1. And then we need to find something very expressive for Lilith to do. So she needs to be pointing with her right arm and right hand to this wall that we have behind her, right? To the poster. So let's look for something like that. So point. Oh, I think I know the one. It's one of those times when you are surprised which interaction is gonna be used. So it's the one where she is trying to kick someone out. Let's see, it's the Kurgal Talk hack. Teen F, and it's reaction negative high. Is it the one? So it's break key. So we need the one where this is like the opposite. So we have the one who initiates this thing. I've forgotten where it is. Is it taking it back? No, it's a different one. One of my favorites, but a different one. It's reaction negative high. What about reaction just negative without the high addition to it? No, not the one. Oh, I think it may be argue actually. Let's see. 13F. Argue talk. I've had enough leaving. No, that's too angry. Like Lilith would not be speaking in that way to Angela. I mean, not in this context. So no. Break up, get out. That was the one that I had in mind. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah. I think we can use this one, but we need to blend the facial animation here. Let's see. So it's argue, talk, or break up, get out. How will it blend with a happy face overlay? So face overlay, let's do what, happy? Start. Ooh, like so. Hello. Well, so weird seeing Lilith being happy. Now, what we needed is argue, talker, break up, get out. And we are using this interaction, right? Let's see. It's not blending actually. Oh, I know why it's not blended, because I'm using this and not the overlay version. Let's try it this way. More argue, talker, break up, get out, start. Okay. And then we're gonna be using this position in here. Probably even with the over the shoulder shot. Yes, like so. I think I like it. Yeah. Let's try. And let's see. The final shot that I want to have here is her. I don't know. Like we had it like this. Yeah, I think I will try this shot. The final one. Whew. Then we'll put that all into the timeline. And I believe we can call that a day. Even though like it wasn't that productive, but I kinda expected this to go similar to this. And we'll actually calculate how many seconds we got out of this session. So we get this little animation with her. Then we need to take the one where Lilith is just, well, this one, right? Yes, or this one. Oh no. Yeah, it was this one. So let's see. So she stopped at this position. So her feet were pretty much wide apart. So let's do it from here. Or maybe, yeah, like this. Yeah, this is the start. And then she says, you should better hop. And she points like so. Let's see how. Now, we have two shots. So we have one with Lilith doing something. And then now if we hide it, we have one where Angela is crossing her arms. What we can do is we can mask in here the rightmost part of the footage so that we are showing both of them. So that can be pretty easily done with this masking tool. I'm just gonna be doing it like that. I'm usually trying to hide, to find like a nice corner where you can see everything. And this one will need to be inverted. Yep, so now as you can see, we have both interactions at the same time. So think of it as like layers in Photoshop. So we have one at the top, that is the one with Lilith, and then we have one at the bottom. And we have hidden like part of like half of the footage in here using this mask. So pretty easy thing to do, but very handy in, well, on many occasions. So let's see how it looks. I kinda don't like that Angela is crossing her arms too quickly. So maybe I can do that, maybe it's 70%. And I want to do that with optical flow. Still. What about 50%? All right. Okay, cool. Now this I like. She's showing her, then like that. And the final thing that we're gonna be adding is this kind of like close-up. Oh. Yeah, that happens too many times. I forget to stop the recording, and so we end up with like a huge footage of me just doing some editing. Well, all we need is the, you know, the... Oh, wait, no, we need the previous one as well. This one. So. Maybe we can... Like, it says you... in here. And she shows her like that. Yes, twice. Now we need to adjust this one when she is like so. Let's see it now all together. So she's like, okay, going there. You look at the poster. And yeah, let's take the second one. So like so. Let's see. No, no, no. Well, you should better take a look at this poster. Okay, cool. So let's hold it for like a second, and we're gonna call this here. So we started with 1 minute and 20 seconds, and by the end we have 1 minute and 45 seconds. So we've been streaming for like what, 3 hours, but that's of course with me like commenting the stuff and doing all the rest. Oh yeah, let me actually put myself back. Whew. Oh, look at my tired face. And that gave us what, 25 seconds of footage. It doesn't always go like this inefficiently and unproductive, because yeah, when you have only the thing to focus on, it usually goes pretty well and pretty fast. But sometimes, yeah, you do need to be very nitpicky with the interaction that you're using and trying to make all of them match precisely. So yeah, thank you everybody for being with me today. I'm hoping that it wasn't too much of a drag to watch. And I will see you in my next video or during the other stream in a week. So good night or good day, good morning, whatever you have in there, and see ya. Bye bye.